Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good morning, Sabah al khair. Dear viewers and listeners, I am Omar Farooq from Sharjah, UAE. I have been living in UAE since 1999, and Alhamdulillah, I am in the field of farming, fish and seafood processing, as well as agriculture. Today I just started from Sharjah to my second project in KSLBA area. KSLBA is a province of Sharjah located in eastern region of UAE and near Oman border. For your information, we have just started this project on 3rd of June 2023 with a local guy from a pronoun family, Mr. Omar Jasmi. He is a professional pilot of UAE Air Force and very kind-hearted person. For your information, I just met him recently through one of my friends in KSLBA. In our first meeting, he showed interested in building a farm in his agro-land located in KSLBA near Cornish. So, by second meeting, we have just agreed to build up a small-scale, semi-intensive fish culture farm as a pilot project, as he was very excited to see the progress as well. And he was in a hurry to start the job. Anyway, after a few discussion and planning, I have taken the responsibility to build up a farm in area of 600 square meter with a limited budget of 500,000 dirham. So in a row we have started our job, mainly excavation, on 16th June, and Alhamdulillah, we have just on the way to finish the project. The construction is almost finished by 90%, and we have bought all the equipments, and we are going to finish the total system by another 15 days. Inshallah, I will share you the building of this total system gradually, and I have already started loading the video in my YouTube channel, and I hope you will be enjoying so much so from my little experience, and hopefully it will benefit you. Actually, the main points in this part of the world, as you know, UAE is a tropical weather country, and its temperature reaches up to 50 degrees Celsius. as well, and the weather is very humid, especially in the summer, which is a big challenge for growing aquaculture animal. So though out of these 2 months, actually the summer started, usually summer started from late May and it shooted up in July, mid-July, and continued till August. So the peak point is actually moreover 2 months. So out of these 2 months, balance 10 months is like under control, very pleasant weather, mostly temperature in average 28 to 30 average temperature for another 10 months. And the another challenge is the vital challenge, that is the availability of fresh water. As you know, growing seawater fish in the land, it is quite expensive as well as not commercially viable. But the freshwater fishes grows very well in the land, and you can multiply your production very easily. That is the reason we have chosen the freshwater fishes mainly, as well as few seawater fishes which can be grown in the saline water, especially in groundwater. So with these two big challenge and opportunities in this land, we have taken the project as a pilot project in this part of the land. For your information, actually I have developed another farm in Alain Abu Dhabi Road, specifically in Al Khatim. That was open pond system, and I hope I will be sharing with you all those videos for your knowledge and references. And I got a very good positive result in terms of growth and other issues, and it is commercially viable also. That is the reason we have started the second project in KSLBA. Hope and pray that everything will be fine and I'll be able to share with you my success in this extreme weather, inshallah. And I hope it will help so many farmers in this extreme weather of land to grow fishes and other aquaculture animals. The most important things in UAE, actually, as you know, UAE is a growing economy and it is one of the topmost country in the world in terms of living standard and consumer group. For your information, the total consume of fish and seafood products in UAE mainly contributed by import, almost 80% of the total consumption. 20% or less is contributed by local fishing, basically daily fishing in the Gulf of UAE, which is actually very less contribution of local resources. And out of this 80%, almost 40 to 50% is coming from nearby country like Oman and Iran, basically seawater fishes. Balance quantity is importing from mainly India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and so many countries around the world. So what I mean is a huge opportunity in this land to grow fishes and aquaculture animal to contribute the nation as well as food security. What we faced in recently in Corona time, all borders were closed due to quarantine, and every nation they have faced, basically those countries who are importing based on import, they face a big issue in terms of food supply. So what I believe, if there is opportunity of growing on production in any part of the world, it is better to develop their own to save the nation at least from short of food supply. I hope you got my point, why I have dedicated myself in current days to develop more farms, especially fish farm in this land with my limited resources as well as knowledge. I will share this some of my previous experiences. As I already informed you that I am in fish and seafood processing business. As you know, I came this land. I entered UAE in 1999, and as well, naturally to earn some extra money to support back home. And fortunately, I have ended up in a company, joined as a manager of a fish and seafood processing factory in Ajman. It was totally, fortunately, I never planned to any specific field to work with. According to my academic qualification, I may become graduate. So I was looking for any job in accounts. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Almighty, I have joined this company in 2000 October in Ajman as a manager of the company. With my limited knowledge, it is almost zero. What I had only confidence, my previous knowledge from Bangladesh in the field of fish culture. That is another story I will share you in later on. So after joining this company, the company was actually, it was a sick company. It was almost closed down by hard working and confidence, within 2 years we could establish the company, and we have started making profit after 2 years, whereas the whole company was like closed because of revenue. So while we started making revenue, and all of a sudden I had some actually psychological problem with the management of the company due to some policies. But my owner, the local sponsor and the owner of the company, he was a very nice guy, Mr. Abdullah. He's basically from Yemen, and migrated UAE national, worked service. He worked in UAE army. And after that incident, actually I left the company. It was like mutual understanding. When it is the question of principle, always there is a red line. So you cannot compromise with your principle or ethics. And I feel everyone shouldn't compromise when there is a thin line, especially in terms of principle. So Alhamdulillah, my owner, he was very kind to me. He said, okay Farooq, you can move on, and he promised to help me. There in UAE there is some visa issues. While you resign or while you leave any job, you have to cancel the current residence visa to achieve or to join any other company. But my owner, he promised me that Farooq, you don't worry about that. You continue anywhere in UAE, and he will support me in that issue. Alhamdulillah, I was happy. And again, fortunately, I contact with one of his friend, Mr. Zubaydi, as he was running a seafood plant in Dubai. So I called him for a job in his factory, and suddenly he answered that he wants someone to manage the factory as an investor. He doesn't want to employ anyone. So I said, I need a job to survive. How can I be investor? I don't have any money. So he offered me, try if you find someone investor, so we can continue the business. Again, fortunately, I managed two of my relatives to invest and to start up this plan. Anyway, we have taken this plan in 2003 and we have started business of fish and seafood processing. Alhamdulillah. Actually, it's for your reference only. And finally, we have closed down our business. The main issue of these references is to let you know how we suffered, and we have shut down our 2 units of factory which was producing 20 tons of fish every day, and we are forced to shut down all of our units due to shortage of raw materials. As I told you, we are the major supply was coming from Oman only. By this almost 22 years, starting from 2004 till 2022, the seafood production has declined almost by 50%. And it's a great challenge for the industry, and most of the industry in UAE suffered dramatic loss as well as closure of the unit. It's another story. Actually, I would like to share with you, if it goes like this. There was a research in last decades. If there is no control or no regulation in terms of overfishing and malpractice in the field of trawling or fishing, so the ocean will be empty by 2050, and I feel it's going to happen, as we could not take any action or regulation in the field of trawling and fishing. We are going to out of the supply in another 2 decades or 3 decades, mainly because of overfishing and undersize fishing and fishing in breeding season. You know, as a believer, or God says in Quran to maintain the balance in every sector and not to waste any sort of wealth or resources to guarantee future generation supply. But what we have seen in every sector is like sort of, I would say, destruction. It's not actually, I cannot find any proper word. It's sort of destruction. It's not business, or it's not like a regular operation. Human race has become so greedy to grab any resources, even it is mining industry or as well as oil industry, especially in ocean and almost every sector, every field. There is a destruction of catching, fishing, mining. Obviously, we have to face, as you sow, so you reap. And we are facing, alhamdulillah. And in this way, by shutting down my 4 units of processing and storing, I lost almost 5 million dirham due to closure. So actually, from my experience and my heart feelings, I felt to work in this farming, at least to produce as much as we can and guarantee the demand of the fish and seafood. Simply it is time to produce actually, otherwise we will not be able to feed our future generation. We need to grow and grow. The buffer stock is finished, the natural resources is declining dramatically, so there is no any other way. Anyway, we are already on the road to KSLBA. It's called Maliha Road. You see there is some construction or expansion work is going on, so because of that the road little congestion is there. Anyway, the distance of the Sharjah and KSLBA almost 110 kilometers. It will take us almost 1 hour 15 minutes, more or less. Anyway, the message I want to share with you, we are in the edge line, so we have to realize the situation and we have to take action immediately to save this land, save our earth as well as our future generation. You just think, till today we are enjoying all the resources in bounty, and again if we find our generations and they'll not be able to enjoy the bounty of the Almighty because of our destruction, or what do you say? So I feel it is not fair or it is not justice to abandon our generation from such resources. So we'll join you later on. I think for today it is just enough. I don't know how I explain my emotion, as it is my first voice record. So I hope please grant me apology if any of my words gone beyond the line or out of references, and please forgive me and give me your feedback to rectify myself or to share with knowledge to go ahead. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.